I'll protect us. Ready, steady, go!
Don't push your luck.
Body and mind. Not good. Let me leave you a verse. Know my sword.
Freeze.
I suppose this will do. I suppose this will do.
Don't get frostbite.
Burn!
Better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Retribution!
Cool it.
Time to drain outlines your...
Better than nothing.
Freeze!
Let's dance. Hi. Yeah. Hi.
Dodge this!
Time for retribution!
Freeze!
Better than nothing.
Let's... Restock and press onward. Excellent. These spoils will boost morale. Strike! Glory to the Shogun! Rain outlines your fate. Rain Cutter!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Verdict is... Ha! Ha!
Better than nothing.
Cool it! Freeze!
Time for retribution!
Quiver!
Dodge this!
No, my sword!
Freeze!
I suppose this will do. We'll need more where that came from. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit. What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. Still, your answer. So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten worse. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying.
All right. There's little purpose in keep. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled, and
What?
her power was already on the decline. Then the defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to... Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so...
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you when... Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the...
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you...
Of the electro armor.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got a pass permit.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because... Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also... It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like the...
Ah, it's you two. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and...
That was terrifying! Would it be so...
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So... is the Shogun broken?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
No. She was not created to ever be Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to... That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to... For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting...
The thunderstorm is getting out of control?
Huh? Okay.
I see.
You can fix it!
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start... Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would...
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, and who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood.
You mean... leave the plane of euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, all right then. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me...
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself...
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry...
Tour guides?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace.
To the liveliest place.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's... What is the almighty
Isn't the Shogun's...
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have... Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need...
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make...
Why? It's not like I'm here...
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of...
It might sound odd, but it is. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue...
Why do I feel... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, but there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a so I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise...
A chance combination.
The almighty Shogun wants to try?
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also...
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, Almighty Shogun, that's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Oh, I would No. No need. That would be needlessly indulgent. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
narrative device. So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that Hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting Hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick up—
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure—
All right, leave it to us! This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character so determined— The suspense Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But the plot is really gripping. With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda— Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Just as I planned.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relation?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so... Could the author not simply add a narrative?
That would be the most boring
Love. Hmm.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we...
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were... But the truth is right here in front of my eyes.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some... Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough.
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo?
It's okay. Come with us. We'll...
So,
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave... Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very...
okay. So what exactly is... I see. So the more I think about it, how should I pose? Help me out here. Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural. Okay.
Let's pick a good angle...
this, but she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But the pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the—
That's what makes it so
Hang on. I'm still— So, the one in this photo, if it's not me, then why does she look—
Okay, that's way above Hey, that's right! Do you think—
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of—
So then, who does that make you?
Well, I'm still me. There is no— My existence— I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in— The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this pit—
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has— You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced, but it would be incorrect to conclude from this that both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like Ace, and that means that we've done—
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting— Oh, that sounded like Ippei!
Ippei? Is that—
Yep, let's find— Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The Almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryo Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryo Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then... Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that. No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really...
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and
Thank you so much, Shogun. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't...
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be...
Let's get down to business.
There is no escape!
Finally,
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Fairy. Verdict is... Hide the fairy. My lucky day.
They're gaining the upper hand!
There is no escape!
Witness the power! Storm the front!
Shine down!
Fairy. It's my lucky day. To the fairy. Let's get down.
Now you shall perish!
To the fairy. To the fairy. Finally, to the fairy. It's my lucky day. Finally,
Impossible!
to the fairy. Let's get down to business. Verdict is...
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
To the fairy.
Retribution!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
Fall before me!
Flash! Glory to the Shogun!
Freeze!
Ring cutter!
Ready?
Where did I go wrong? Cool it!
Shine down! Transcend all constraints.
Quiver!
Dodge this! Cut down! Like this.
Body and mind.
Look! It's Kujo Kamaji!
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun!
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well,
never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, And right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the Almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Now, this is what I call a moment of solitude. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Huh? All will be revealed in the next volume? Oh, drat. Time to act.
deal with the situation. You're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryo Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come, but at least I can now see the way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is, as I said, the Shogun has a robust system, but I've made up my mind. This has certain...
Absolutely. You sorted out that if you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no... Also, please stop making... Okay. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans...
Okay, see you next... Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, the only thing left to do is return...
Did you now? How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that that's the most important outcome.
Yeah, it seems like...
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very... Next time you wish to see...
What?
Because she is a god. But you don't belong to this...
Of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
It was on a deserted, moonlit night. That the hero approached the vile dragon's lair.